Okay, good evening, and thank you for coming. So excited to have you guys here for our 10-day step challenge. Listen, I put this together earlier this year and have been running it on a monthly basis. I just have had so much great success, even if the groups have been small. I've had great success in people coming back and saying, this is exactly what I needed to get some consistency going, to build some momentum. And, I didn't know where to start. So for the $50 that it costs you to be here for the 10 days, the most important thing that I want you to take away is that, first of all, you're not broken. Second of all, the one and only thing that will get us through um, menopause and perimenopause and later our later life is consistency, and the consistency of what we're trying to build is movement, and it's just so important for so many facets. So after through this, we're going to talk about a little bit of everything. So, if I looked at the big picture for what I'd love for my people to be doing, the big picture is under the umbrella, we've got sleep, stress management, hormone control, or some control of that, movement, and nutrition. And then under each of those pillars, you've got all these little sub subcategories that are important. So, like sleep, if working to that 8 to 10 hours, and if you're not getting it, maybe we could look at some supplements or change your evening routine. There's opportunity actually now with sleep companies to do a sleep study for free. So it doesn't even cost us any money. But it allows you to see where your issues are coming from. And we've got three places in Sherwood Park that do it. So if you need some help with sleep, holler. Stress management, most important, especially in these later years in life where a pin drops and our cortisol is out of whack because of our hormones, never mind, a constant state of red line with our stress. So I really love this walking for us to get rid of the anxieties and stressors that build on us every day, and an opportunity for us to have a strategy that gets rid of them. Under the hormones, I love where we're going with hormone replacement and awareness. Honestly, though, the best foundation that we can have is nutrition and movement. And then when we need help to support other issues that are coming up for us from a menopausal issue, it's just, a popcorn in, a little tweak of this, a little nudge of that. But it's not like we're coming in and wanting to change and rebuild everything that that we need to change. It's just there's just so much going on that the smaller tweaks that we can make versus the big supplements and HRT and everything else that's out there. The smaller that needs to be, the better and more consistent we can be on all the rest of the facets and foundations that we need to focus on. So, over the next 2 days, we're going to look at the protein and our steps. And the protein is an option for you for the 10 days, but I'm gonna leave it for you if as a challenge. And the challenge is to try to get a minimum of 100 grams of protein. So when women come to me and they're in their peri or postmenopausal stages and they want to make changes, most of the changes that I see that women want to make in this phase of their life is I want to be stronger, I want to be healthier, I want to be able to support sickness, disease, aging, the whole, this everything that we need for what's coming up for us. So, saying that, we need to make sure we're getting a minimum of 100 grams of protein in. So if you need help in trying to figure out what protein grams you should have for your body, holler. I can help you figure that out. And then the baseline, we're going to find out where your baseline is for steps. I'd love for you to do pictures, like a front, back, side picture, at the beginning of this challenge and again at the end of the 10 days. I think you'll be surprised, depending on where you are for weight, how quickly the body responds when we start to mindfully be aware of our food, specifically the bites, the licks, and the tastes, and then how well our body responds to movement. So, as far as your baseline step goes, if you have a some type of digital watch, Fitbit, Garmin, Apple Watch, or you carry your phone around and it gives you an idea of how many steps you get in per day. I want you just to take an average of that. So, for a lot of my women, if they're sitting at a desk for, most of their day, they're probably at 3,000 steps, and that's not trying. So I would ask that that's your baseline step and that we're going to try for 5,000 steps. And then as we're going along in the challenge, you're just adding, 500 steps, 500 steps to see if we could get to about 8,000 steps per day. Now, that doesn't have to happen in the 10 days, but we're building the momentum. And at first, if this is the first thing you've been doing in a very long time for movement, I just want to get you moving. Okay. That is the most important thing. So we'll get your baseline started, and then I've got a guideline of how we're going to get to the next target. I'm going to send you a text every morning, cheering you on, giving you some intentional nudges to make sure that you are looking after yourself first. It's really easy for us as moms and workers and wives to always be putting other people in front of ourselves. I want you to choose you this week. Make an intentional mindset of putting yourself first and just trying it, just seeing how incredible you feel with just some extra movement. Whether this week doesn't look all that great, but we can get in 15 minutes, we can get in 20 minutes, 10 minutes. You're doing whatever you can to just be mindful and get your baseline steps up. So here's your step goal challenge tracker. So day one, we're just going to find what your baseline is. That might be 3,000 steps. And then we're going to put your actual steps, your energy on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is feeling low, 10 is feeling high. And then remember, if you could get 100 grams of protein in, that's what we're aiming for. More is better, but that's not necessary. If you're at 50, getting 100 in is a big jump. So that's why I like that 100, just to get everybody started. And then finally, we'll talk a little bit about this, but I've got a number of different programs that you are welcome to join. My new virtual workout, I'm very excited about this, and it's because I love teaching. And most importantly, I love helping women feel supported and getting them to lift heavy weights. And it's been absolutely incredible to see and feel some of the energy that's coming off of these live workouts. So the Soul Spark movement is we do 4 weekly workouts. They're 30 minutes, quick, dirty, done. I look at making sure that we have good posture, good support, make sure that we've got the workouts that we could do at home. So a set of dumbbells, some bands, some straps, a mat, you're good to go. So it's not a huge investment. Most importantly, if you can't make it to the lives, you have access to the portal, and the portal is just growing with weekly workouts. So we do strength, Pilates, and function. And all of them are built for midlife women. I want you to feel strong. I want you to feel functional. I want you to feel your body to feel good and recover well and rested so that you can get through your workouts without feeling like you've just been hit by a truck. And then there's obviously opportunity to go further with the coaching where you can hire me as a one-to-one coach. And I've got a couple different packages there. So feel free to reach out if you need more information on any one of these particular products that I have, services that I offer. Most important, though, this week, we're just going to focus on you, focus on getting your steps up to get you some momentum to feel like you're taking your power back because as soon as people start, and that's just clearing their head, being intentional, and making a plan to come back to themselves. I find that the confidence just skyrockets. And that's what I absolutely love. I'm here for you for the week, 10 days. I want you to use me. I'm here to answer questions. I will get back to you via the texts. I'll set those up this evening. And if you have any questions, feel free to text me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. In the meantime, have an incredible evening and we will see you online in the text messages tomorrow morning.